Since the inception of the Bandit Camp and the Outpost, we've had a really great way of being able to buy and sell items inside the game like we've never been able to before. However, we might want to control what's available to buy at our Outpost, and I'm going to show you guys exactly how to do that, so stay tuned and check it out. Hey guys, welcome back to Rust Admin Academy, where I teach you all the tips and tricks to owning and operating your own successful Rust server. If you haven't already done so, be sure to subscribe to the channel so that you get updated as soon as I upload new content. And at the end of this video, if you were happy with it, be sure to shoot me a thumbs up. And of course, if you were unhappy with it, be sure to leave me a comment in the comment section down below so that I know how to improve these videos, because I make this stuff for you guys. I don't do this for myself. So if it's not working for you, it won't work for me. So the plugin that we're going to use to be able to control these items is Compound Options from the UMod website. I'll put a link in the description down below so you can get to it super quick. Having a quick look on their website, it tells you all of the different things that we're going to do, and we're going to do just about all of them, but I will cover all of the options for you. So don't worry about what's on the screen right now. I'm going to show you guys in detail what's actually happening. So I'm going to quickly install this plugin. If you haven't seen how to install a plugin before, be sure to check out the YouTube card in the top right hand corner. Goes over exactly how to install a plugin and what to expect to see. All right, so that's exactly what you should see after it's successfully installed. Now let's break it down and actually show you what's happening inside the config as well as the data file. So remember, this plugin uses both the config and the data file, and I'll show you why in just a second. So if we go into our Oxide folder and into config and open up Compound Options, this is just a couple of variables that you can control when it comes to your Outpost or your Bandit Camp. So for example, allow custom cell lists for vending machines, see the data file, and we're going to get to that in a second. Disable compound safe zone trigger, false. This is default settings, false. Disable compound turrets, false at default. Disable compound vending machine, this is false at default. Disallow bandit NPCs, you get the point. So all of these options are set to false to start out with, because this is essentially a vanilla setup. So this is what it would look like if you didn't have this plugin. This is how Bandit Camp would operate on its own. So you can turn off your NPCs, you can turn off the turrets, you can turn off the hostile trigger, you can turn off everything so that people can kind of have a free-for-all at your Outpost and Bandit Camp. So for this tutorial, I'm just going to leave everything at default, which in this case is false, except for the top one, because we want to be able to add custom items into our vending list inside of our Outpost. So we're leaving that at true. If we close that and go into the data folder, you'll see another file in there called Compound Options. Now this is basically the list where you can control what items are for sale in which vending machines. So this Compound Options data file is where you can control what items can be sold in the vending machines at your Outpost. Unfortunately, this plugin doesn't control what your NPCs sell at the Bandit Camp. That would be a different plugin. So if we flip over to gameplay real quick, I'm just going to show you this one specific vending machine. This is you guys have all seen this one before. This is where you would buy your furnaces and your bubblers and stuff like that. So as you can see, we've got 5 items for sale, which is just vanilla. This is just the way it stands. But we want to add some new items to this list. So while this data file might actually look complicated, it's really not. It's just broken down into individual sections, and each individual section, like what I have highlighted there right now, is showing you one individual item. So we can go over this line by line and break it down for you. It makes it super easy so that you know exactly what's going on. So the comment, now I don't really understand why they have that comment there, because you never see it in game. So really, it's one of those things that seems kind of pointless to me, but whatever, it's there. The next line down is the sell ID. So this is the item number for the item that you want to sell to your player. The reason I'm specifying this is because 3 lines down, you're going to see another item number, which is actually basically the currency that they're going to use. But we're going to get to that in just a sec. This line right here is how much you want the item to cost your player. So whatever this currency is down here, so this is the currency. This is how much of that currency you want it to cost. Do you want to sell it as a blueprint or sell as BP? Default, this is false, but you could sell just the blueprint by changing this to true. This next line here is what I was just talking about. So this is the currency ID. So as it stands right now, this is the item number for scrap. You can change this to whatever you want. You could make it wood, or you could make it stone. You could make it an auto turret. You can make it pretty much whatever you want. And apparently the last line here, if you wanted to allow your players to use blueprints to buy items from your vending machine, you would allow this to be true. I don't know why you would ever want to do that, but whatever, you can. So let's just scroll down until we find the shop that we're dealing with, the one that has the bubbler and the large furnace in it. So at line 310, that's where this particular vending machine starts. So what we want to do is we actually want to add, I'm going to add 2 items just to show you guys how it all works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this section from bracket to bracket. This is the Tesla coil that's in there right now. And we're just going to put a comma there, enter, and then we're going to do a pasta real quick, and then another comma, enter, and pasta. So now what we've done here is we've basically triplicated the Tesla coil for sale. If I were to save this and reload it, it would show you the Tesla coil available for sale 3 times over. But we're going to change some details in here. So I typically use Corrosion Hour. They have a really extensive list of short names and item numbers, which is exactly what we want here. So let's just search for, well, actually they took the L96 out of the bandit camp. So let's say that we want to put the L96 back in, available for purchase at our outpost. So if we just use our search bar there and pull up the L96, so this is our item ID right here. And make sure you get the minus sign at the beginning of it, because that does matter. So let's just copy that and go back to the first one that we copied in. So what item do we want to sell to our player? Well, we're going to paste in the item number for the L96. And you can put in a description here. So we're going to do the L96. We're going to sell one L96, and we're going to sell it for, let's say we're going to sell it for 1,500 scrap. It's just a number. So we're going to change that to 1,500. But we need to change that down here as well. So sell amount, we're going to change that to 1,500. Okay, so we've got the sell ID number. We've got how much we're going to sell it for. We're not selling it as a blueprint. Our currency ID is scrap, like I said before, and we're not selling this as a blueprint. So let's go find something else that we can add in for our second option. For our second option, I'm going to make it so that our players can purchase the dragon mask. It's not something that you can acquire in game. It has to be spawned in. So let's make it so that our players can actually buy it. So this is our item number right here for the dragon mask. We're just going to copy that. We're going to make sure that we get the minus sign in front of it. We're going to go back to our data file, and we're going to place that in here and just simple paste. And how much are we going to sell it for? We're going to sell it for 150, and we're still using scrap as our currency. Sell dragon mask and one of them, and we're selling it for 150 scrap. Okay, so let's save this data file. I'm going to reload it, and then we're going to jump in game real quick and see what this actually looks like. Okay, successfully reloaded. Let's hop back in game and see what our vending machine looks like now. All right, so same vending machine, and as you can see there, it actually showed, I don't know if you guys caught that or not, but it did show it on the screen. And if we go into the vending machine, now you can see below the Tesla coil, we've got the L96 as well as the dragon mask, and it's showing for the prices that we said before. 1,500 scrap for the L96 and 150 scrap for the dragon mask. So you could literally put any items into any vending machines at the outpost that you want. Literally, you could make anything for sale. You could sell wood, you could sell rockets, you could sell SAM sites. Well, the SAM sites are already there, but you know what I mean. You can literally sell anything you want at the vending machines by using this plugin on the UMod website called Compound Options. All right, that's it for this video. I know this was a super short one. This was a suggested video from one of my viewers. I do appreciate it. Thank you very much. If you liked the video, be sure to shoot me a thumbs up. And if you haven't already done so, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you get updated as soon as I upload new content. Be sure to check out the videos somewhere over here. And here's a quick subscribe button to make it super easy for you to subscribe to the channel. All right, that's it for this one. I'll see you guys in the next one.